The ancient period of history is said to have stretched from prehistoric era to around AD 700, marking the start of medieval period from AD 700 to 1700 and start of modern era. Likewise, Indian history is also divided into 3 points: ancient, medieval and modern period. The death of King Harshvarshana in AD 700 marked the beginning of medieval Indian history. It was the period that has been strongly associated with the Islamic influence and rule in India. Medieval Indian history went for almost 3 whole centuries under the so-called indigenous rulers that included the Chalukyas, the Pallavas, the Pandyas, the Rashtrakutas and the most prominent empire of medieval time, the great Cholas, and later the Muslims rulers, and finally the Mughal Empire. In this chapter we will cover the following points of medieval Indian history.
India after Harshavardhan. After the death of Harshavardhan in 647 CE, his empire broke up into several independent kingdoms. This political disintegration made the country too weak and disunited to face foreign invasions. It was a period of turmoil, instability, and disorder. On the face of it, one group of people who became prominent in this period were Rajputs, which literally means the son of a king. The Rajput or the Kshatriyas claimed to have descended from the holy yajna performed at Mount Abu, from which their ancestors, the Chauhans, the Parmars, the Pratiharas and the Gurjaras originated. Indian subcontinent. Later on, this term was used for those from the Kshatriya clan. The rulers of these kingdoms were mostly Rajputs. New groups such as Kayasthas, a caste of scribes, also became politically important. Changes in social and economic life. The caste system became more rigid. Brahmins and Kshatriyas became more powerful than ever before. The number of subcastes, jatis, increased, and occupation became new determinant of their social status. The lower caste people, peasants and Shudras, were ill-treated. The position of women deteriorated further. Sati, child marriage, and Parda system came into vogue. Widows were not permitted to remarry. They were forced to perform sati, that is, to burn themselves on their husband's funeral pyre. Among the male folk of higher society, chiefs and princes in particular, polygamy had become the norm. These changes influenced the economic and social life of the country. Other changes included new technologies such as the Persian wheel in irrigation, spinning wheel and firearms. Some new foods such as potatoes, corn, tea also made their appearance during this period. Lack of social unity. Till this period, there were 3 major religions in India: Hinduism, Buddhism and Jainism. But the differences among their subsects created more social divisions, dismantling social unity. Lack of unity and cohesion in society, internal differences and clashes among the Rajput kings on petty matters, and absence of a central political authority resulted in the decay of such values which made India great in the past. Not surprisingly, the time was ripe for a powerful foe from outside to attack the country. A new age of external subjugation was around the corner. Thus began the medieval period in India. Regional language. A series of regional languages flourished during medieval period. In 1318 CE, Amir Khusro noted that there were different languages in every region: Sindhi, Lahori, Kashmiri, Dwar Samudri in southern Karnataka, Telangani in Andhra Pradesh, Gujarati in Gujarat, Mabari in Tamil Nadu, Gauri in Bengal, Awadhi in eastern Uttar Pradesh and Hindwani in the area around Delhi. Sanskrit, however, did not belong to any particular region since it was the language of Brahmins. Religious beliefs. Some current religious beliefs or practices can be traced back to this age. One of the important developments of this period was Bhakti cult. The rise of Islam was another. We know about these things because we have much more information on medieval India than we have on ancient India. Features of medieval history. As compared to the ancient period, we have much more historical material to help us reconstruct the story of this period. From 606 CE, Kannauj became the center of political activity in northern India. Many principalities were established by regional governors in both North and South India. The Arabs were the first Muslim conquerors to invade India, but it was Turks who established their rule in India in 12th century CE. However, 12th century onwards, many dynasties like Khaljis, Tughlaqs and Mughals were able to build an empire that was pan-regional, spanning diverse regions. This period saw the emergence of an Indian culture similar to what exists today. It was a combination of Hindu and Islamic cultural traditions and customs. This composite culture, the common heritage of the people of India, is one that welds the country into a homogeneous unit. The essential element is our unity in diversity. Invaders of India. To begin with, in medieval period, India had trade contacts with Arabs, Chinese, Turks and Mongols. Later on, India's wealth and prosperity and lack of unity tempted the foreigners to conquer India and establish their rule. The Arabs had their eye on this rich land. The Arabs, Turks and Mughals invaded India and set up their rule one after the other. Mughal rule in India lasted for 2 centuries, till the Europeans came to India. Chola Empire. In South India, the powerful Chola kings conquered a large part of the peninsula. The Chola Empire became rich partly because of its trade with China and Southeast Asian countries. Trade contacts led to cultural contacts. India came into contact with various people, cultures and languages. The advent of Islam led to many changes in India.